Oh, welcome. Today we are doing an arms and abs workout, primarily arms and abs. You need a light pair of dumbbells. So I've got a pair of 5s here and one heavier dumbbell. I have a 10, 12 would work, 15 would work. You're only using it for a few ab exercises where you're holding both sides of it. So you can kind of go like a little bit heavier. I'm a little bit conservative with my 10 here. But yeah, pair of lights, one medium to heavy dumbbell, and we are going to get you nice and warm. Oh, and a mat for your core step. Let's do a quick warm up. We're going to start with some arm circles, big circles back, loosening up the shoulders, getting that upper body ready. We've got lots of triceps today, lots of shoulders. Let's do some open and hugs. Alternate which arm hugs on top. A few more like this, then we'll do some pulses overhead. Let's do 2 pulses overhead and then pull them back down. And with those pulses, I'm just trying to get my arms further back, stretching those shoulders a little bit. One more, and let's do side bends and twists. So feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Give me a side bend each way and then a twist each way, rotating the upper body. Stretch out your obliques. We're going to use them today. Wake up that back, get everything feeling nice and mobile. And 3, 2, 1, let's do some kick toes. So stand nice and tall, kick, just see if you can tap the opposite foot. We're just gonna kind of wake up the hamstrings and the hip flexors. Not very much in terms of low body today, but we do wanna wake up the hips and the legs a little bit for the core component. 3, 2, 1, let's do some squats. Feet shoulder width apart or a little bit wider. Sit back on your heels, drop your butt, down and up, a few more reps. Then we'll do some inchworms in 3, 2, 1. So touch your toes, walk forward to your plank, feel the core, walk back in, stand it up. So take a second in that plank position just to kind of wake up your abs, lift up from the pelvic floor, into the spine, give yourself a little flex, little second. We'll do one more and stay in your plank from this one. We'll go into plank, deep lunge, twisting reach towards that front leg. Then back to your plank, over to the other side for the same thing. Keeping that front knee bent, back leg straight, rotating towards the front leg. One more each side, making sure you really drop those hips, reach through that back leg. And from this one, we'll do cat to cow, hands and knees. We'll arch the back, look at the ceiling, round the back, look at the legs. Slow and steady. In 7 seconds, we'll go child's pose to cobra. In 3, 2, 1. So you can sit right back in child's pose. Feel that stretch in your back, in your hips. And then we're gonna pull through, drop the hips, look up at the ceiling, feel that stretch in your core and your low back. We'll go back and forth again, taking your time, melting into each stretch. If you wanna make it harder, you can stay close to the floor on the transition. You can kind of dive under the fence. From this one, let's push all the way back to a little crouch, 3 pulse hamstring stretch. 3 little pulses, straighten the legs, stay as close to the floor as you can. Let's come down and do it again. And then slowly roll yourself up. All right, so grab your weights, light pair to start, and you can kind of set your one heavier one off to the side. We are going to go through this 4 times in total. 3 times are gonna be the exact same. You get rest, you get some time to chill. The last round is going to be a speed round with no or like minimal rest, maybe just on transitions. But everything's super short. So first move we're going to do is a palms facing back, or it's gonna end up facing up, tricep kickback pulse. So we're gonna hold our light dumbbells here. We're gonna be in our hinge position with our bent knees, our flat back, and we're just gonna pulse higher, higher, higher with the palms facing the ceiling. Once we get through 10 seconds of pulses, we're gonna go into reps for that same thing. So instead of our tricep kickback being here, it's gonna be straight down and up, straight down and up, still keeping the palms up. So those 2 moves back to back. You ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Pulse, pulse, pulse. So now you can see right away why we needed a light pair of dumbbells. This is a hard move. From this one, let's go right into reps. Down and up. Squeeze those triceps. It's going to feel a little bit different than your traditional, your regular tricep kickback, because obviously we have the palms switched to face the ceiling, but really try to minimize the shoulder action you're getting here and try to give the work to your triceps. So think about that mind muscle connection, squeezing the triceps to lift, controlling the drop back down. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next up, we're going to do a palms in facing each other, forward hold. So all you're going to do is hold in a forward raised position, shoulder height, palms in. You're just going to hold it. Then you're going to go for reps. Okay. So take a breath, shoulders down and back in 5, 3, 2, 1. So we're just holding 10 seconds. Keep the core super tight. Whenever we hold away from the body always wants to lean to compensate. So we have to counteract that. Now reps, down and up, still keeping the shoulders down and back, still all muscle, no momentum. So even though we could totally swing this and turn it into like a skier, we don't want to do that. We want to use the shoulders. This is not for cardio. This is for strength. And it's only 30 seconds, this interval. All of the intervals today are really short. So we want to put in that work while we can. In 5, in 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next up, we've got turned out curl Y press. So my palms are facing forward, and I'm going to start behind my body, or as much as is comfortable. Don't force it, but if you're comfy, if you've got that shoulder mobility, behind the body by your butt, curl it up into a Y press. So it's an overhead press, but I'm into like a YMCA shape. Ready? Let's do it. So we're here for 40 seconds, and then we're going to take away the Y press, and we're just going to do the turned out curl. So the turned out curl is like a bicep curl, but we've turned the hands out. We've turned them facing forward, and we start and end behind the body if we can. That'll give us a little extra stretch, and it targets the triceps with the biceps. So a lot of tricep stuff today, a lot of shoulder stuff. And as we do that Y press, we want to make sure the shoulders are staying down and back. 5 more seconds, then we take away the Y press. We just do the turned out curl in 3, 2, 1. Take out that Y press, just the turned out curl. So up and down. Keep the elbows pretty close to your sides. We don't want to swing like way out here, even though that looks super fun and cool. We just want to be tight, close to the body. 5 more seconds. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next up, we're going to do a hammer curl to overhead. So palms are going to face in towards your body, towards each other. We curl up to the shoulders, we press overhead, back to the shoulders, and back down the same way we came up. Then we'll take away the overhead press. We'll just do the hammer curls. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Hammer curl, overhead press. So again, keeping the shoulders down and back. Even as we press, we don't want them to creep up to the ears. And we want to kind of squeeze the triceps at the bottom. So make sure you get all the way straight. Don't rush the transition to go into your next rep. Squeeze those triceps, get that pop at the bottom. You're already more than halfway through it. Again, we should be feeling the biceps, triceps, and shoulders. In 12 seconds, we're going to take the shoulders out of it. No more overhead press. We will just do your hammer curl in 7, in 5, in 3, 2, 1, just the hammer curl. So up and down, elbows close to the side. Don't forget that tricep squeeze at the bottom. Make it count on the way up and on the way down. 10 seconds down, 10 to go. In 7, in 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. 20 seconds. Next, we're going to go into a plank. I'm going to turn my lamp off here because I think it's getting us weird lighting. I think I was right. Okay, so we're going to take a plank position. You need 1 dumbbell. We're going to do tricep kickbacks on one side in a plank. So if you can, you're going to be here and you're going to do your tricep kickbacks. To protect my core, I'm going to be in a modified plank. So I'll be on my knees, but see how my hips are forward. So I'm not in like a crawl position. We ready? In 3, 2, 1. Take one arm, armpit straight back. So ideally, you're in a plank position on your toes. Now, what's gonna wanna happen is the hip of the side that you're working. So I have my weight in my right hand. So the right hip is gonna wanna rotate. It's gonna wanna twist you to make it easier. Don't twist, hips face the floor. One more, and then switch sides, right into the other side, no rest. Keep that core tight, lift up and in, wrap those obliques, flex. 10 seconds down, 10 to go. Squeeze those triceps. We're working abs and arms at the same time. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're gonna stay down here, but you can leave the weight off to the side. Elevator plank. So again, if you're feeling comfy, you're on your toes. Modification is with me on your knees. You're gonna drop down to your forearms, then press back up to your hands. Alternate which is your leading arm. So I'm not always going down and up right. I'm going down and up right, then down and up left. Let's do it. Down and up. Keep switching your leading arm. Take your time. You don't need to rush it. And again, we're going to be feeling the upper body and the abs together. So you should be feeling the shoulders, a little bit of the back, and of course, the core. 10 seconds down, 10 to go. Breathe through it. Hold on to those abs. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. We're gonna stay down here, but this time we're gonna grab our heavier dumbbell. We're gonna do kneeling wood choppers. So one knee down, 1 foot up. I'm gonna hold both sides of the dumbbell in my hands. I'm gonna take it down to this back leg. See if I can touch it all the way to the floor. Take it in, twist and press it. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Crunch down, twist and press. So I'm seeing if I can connect that dumbbell and the floor all the way back by my knee. Feeling the obliques as you tap and crunch towards the floor, and then squeezing the abs and feeling the other side as you twist and press. Again, we're getting that upper body involved with our overhead press, feeling the shoulders, but we can really feel the obliques. Almost there. 10 more seconds, then we're gonna go right into the other side. In 7, in 5, 3, 2, 1, switch it right into the other side. Tap it all the way to the floor if you can. If that range of motion is not comfy for you, you're just gonna shorten it. You can always drop the weight into something lighter, or you can go body weight as well. Feel that crunch, then twist, squeezing the core to get that twist as you press. 15 seconds to go. Breathe in. Let that air out. 8 more seconds, you're close. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Right down onto your butt. We're gonna anchor the heels. If you wanted to make this move harder, you could take the heels off. You're gonna hold both sides of the dumbbell. You're gonna twist one side to the next, Russian twist. We're gonna anchor. If we're putting the heels down, we're gonna squeeze the abs, lean back, so we already can feel the core, and then we twist. Ready, set, let's do it. Twist side to side. Breathe through it, seeing if you can connect that dumbbell to the floor. Keep going, I'm gonna talk you through a few things. So, hardest, legs off, but we don't want the hips and the legs to move. If that's happening, anchor the heels. You can probably lean back way further than I am demoing, okay? If I'm here, you might be like 5 inches behind me. You might be 2 inches behind me, whatever works, okay? But squeeze those abs. 3, 2, 1, rest. We're gonna come all the way down to the floor. Now I'm gonna try to explain this in a way where I don't have to show it so I don't make myself tone and lose that. So you're gonna hold your dumbbell straight up, holding both sides like you just did a chest press. We're at tabletop, both knees up, okay? Hardest version, you're gonna extend both legs together at the same time until they're out just above the floor or wherever you can do it comfortably without losing the core connection in the back. Easier version, one leg extends at a time. Easier version than that, one leg stays bent and taps the floor at a time, okay? Ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So take your weight up, take your legs up to tabletop. Hardest, both legs are going out and in, getting all the way straight and then coming back in. Easier version, one leg does it at a time. Keeping that back connected to the floor, keeping the core nice and strong. If that feels like too much or you have a baby in your belly, tap one foot at a time. Keep going. 15 more seconds, then round one is done. Get your rest, you know all the moves. 10 more seconds, whatever version you're doing, both legs together, one leg at a time, keeping the knees bent. You just keep doing you. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Shake it out, breathe, stretch it out. One down, we gotta get through that 2 more times. Or sorry, yes, 2 more times exactly like that, and then 1 more speed. So you have a nice long rest in between. And as you can see, you have a good 20 seconds in between moves. In 40 seconds, we're back to our triceps. We have our pulses, and then we have our reps. Breathe, sip of water. Light dumbbells. In 20 seconds, tricep kickback pulses for 10, right into the reps. 1 more deep breath. You still have 10 seconds. Here we go with our pulses with our light dumbbells in 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Bent knees, hinged at the hips. We're pulsing higher, 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 squeezing those triceps in 3, 2, 1. Reps. Down and up. You're gonna feel it a little bit in the shoulders, but I don't want your shoulders to take over. I want you to give it to your triceps. No tension in the neck or spine. 15 seconds down, 15 to go. You get a nice big rest in 12 seconds. Now just 10. Keeping the dumbbells as close to the body as you can. I know they'll be a little bit further away than they would be if our palms were facing in. 3, 2, 1, and rest. 20 seconds to relax. We have our palms in, forward fold into our forward raises. We still have some time, so shake it out, relax those shoulders. Light dumbbells, palms in, find that nice strong stance. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, hold it. 10 seconds here, so keep the core nice and strong, lifting up and in. In 5 seconds, we go for reps, shoulders down and back. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Down and up. Getting stronger with every single rep. And if you don't feel challenged, that's an indication that you want to up that weight, okay? So if you're using 5s and you're feeling like you can blast through, like round 1 was a piece of cake, you know what you're going to do? You're going to put those 5s down. You're going to grab your 8s, okay? Or your 10s or whatever you're going to go to. 10 seconds, then we get to rest. In 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next up is your turned out curl to Y press. And remember, you can also use different weights. So like if the 5s feel like that's a lot on the tricep pulses, but maybe on this turned out curl Y press, you feel like you could go heavier, then have a few different sets. 5 seconds, here we go. Palms forward, 3, 2, 1, let's go for it. Turned out curl, Y press. So palms are forward and we're trying to start and end behind us. So as I come down, I'm like tapping the side of my butt with that part of the dumbbell. And as I press overhead, I'm into a Y instead of straight up and down like we do on a normal overhead press. 20 seconds down, 20 to go. Check in with yourself. Are you feeling the biceps, the triceps, and the shoulders? Because that's where we want it. In 12 seconds, we take away that Y press. We just do the turned out curls. In 7, in 5, 3, 2, 1, turned out curls. Keep the elbows tight, close to the body. Up and down, making sure you get all the way straight, extended at the bottom so that you can get that tricep pop. 10 seconds down, 10 to go. You guys know I love a good tricep. 7, 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. 20 seconds. Next up, hammer curl to overhead. Boom, 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 boom. Then just the hammer curls. Shake it out, breathe, enjoy this time. Look at me, just giving you guys rest after rest after rest. What happened? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, hammer curl to overhead. Keep the dumbbells and the elbows close to your body. Again, check in, biceps, triceps, shoulders. We want the body to stay still, to look the same at the bottom of the move as it does when you're doing an overhead press. So no arch in that back. We're not sticking out the abs or flaring the ribs. Keeping everything stacked, everything strong. Breathe. We are close. We've got 10 seconds. Then you know what happens. No more overhead press. I'm going to take away the press and just do the hammer curl in 3, 2, 1. Let's go for it. Up and down. Now we want to kind of push that pace because it's a quicker move. It's an easier move. We're taking away an element, but we don't want to push it so fast that form is compromised or we're turning it into like a cardio move instead of a strength move. I still want you to feel the biceps and the triceps, but I just want you to push yourself. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Next up, plank, tricep kickback. So decide what arm you're going to start with. I did right last time, so I think I'm going to do left this time. Toes if you can, knees if you're modifying, but if you're modifying like me on your knees, make sure the hips are forwards. We're still feeling the core. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, dumbbell to your armpit, and it goes into your kickback and comes right back to that armpit. Watch the hips rotating. Lift up from the pelvic floor into the spine. Use that core. You are stronger than you think. You only have 5 more seconds and right into the other arm in 3, 2, 1. Switch it. Let's go. No rest. You got to get through both sides. Squeeze that tricep to get that lift. Check on that core. Are we rotating? How's that form? 8 seconds, then you get to rest. Come on, work until that last second in 5. The hard move, we're close. 3, 2, 1, relax. Elevator plank next, you can shove that weight away. We're gonna go back to that plank, down to the forearms, up to the hands, alternating, which is our leading side. Shake it out, breathe, relax the core. Set yourself up, so we're ready to go in 5, 3, 2, 1. Down to the forearms, up to the hands. Alternate that leading side, so we're not always working one side. We're here for 30 seconds. We're gonna make every second count, building that strong foundation, that strong core, those shoulders, that back. We're more than halfway through it now. Flying, check in with those abs. If you're struggling, you can always take away the elevator. You can always just hold a plank, or you can always drop to your knees. 3, 2, 1, relax. Kneeling wood choppers next. We're gonna grab that heavier weight. Whatever side you wanna start with, we're gonna pop 1 foot up. We're doing 40 seconds on one side, right into 40 on the other. Hold both sides of that dumbbell, tap it to the floor in 5, 3, 2, 1. Crunch it down, twist and press. So again, we don't wanna rush this. I want you to feel both sides. I want you to feel as you get that crunch, as you connect with the floor. And we want it to be far enough back that it's by that back knee. And then I want you to squeeze the abs to help you twist and get your press to the other side. Find that core connection. You only have 12 more seconds on this side, and we're gonna go right into the other side. Even the balance of this move helps the core. In 5, 3, 2, 1, switch it right into the other side. Let's go, let's go. Connect with the floor if you can. Feeling the obliques, feeling the sides of the abs. And those shoulders, of course. Can you tap it all the way to the floor? All the way back by your knee. Not up here by your foot. All the way back here. That's where that crunch is gonna happen. 8 more seconds, you're doing great. 5 more seconds, keep it coming. 3, 2, 1, rest. Going into your Russian twist next. So you have options. You can keep the heels on the floor. You can take the feet off the floor as long as the legs aren't moving like crazy. Lean back, connecting with those abs. Twist from one side to the next, holding both sides of your dumbbell. 3, 2, 1. Take it back. Remember, you're probably going to be further back than me unless you're in the same boat. You're rehabbing, you're pregnant, you're postpartum, you're injured, whatever works. You find your range of motion, but you are a fit, capable individual who has been working out for a while now. You're feeling good, you're feeling strong. Lean it back. Make sure you get that core connection. Big twist from side to side. Breathe that air out. Will help you keep those abs in. 10 seconds. Connect with the floor if you can. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Next up, our tabletop leg extensions. So on our back, dumbbell straight up, legs bent, knees bent. You can extend both legs and bring it back, both legs. And the closer you are to the floor, the harder it's going to be. I'll show you your modifications in 3, 2, 1, take it up. Now, if you can, extend both legs, then bring them back. If that's too much, one leg at a time. And again, you can make it harder by the closer that leg, that foot is to the floor, the harder it is. The easier, if you want to make it easier, just take it up a little bit higher. And if you want to make it easier from there, keep the knee bent the whole time. Bring it down to the floor or as close to the floor as you can get it. Almost done. 10 seconds. Keep that back connected. Keep that core strong, lifting up and in. In 3, 2, 1, relax. Woo, 2 rounds down, 1 to go just like that. You still have a nice long rest. So shake it out, breathe. I'm getting sweaty. I'm starting to feel things. My triceps, my shoulders, my abs, feeling it. You've got 30 seconds. Then we go for round 3. My water's over there, in case people are wondering why I'm just going off screen. Almost ready for round 3, okay? Exact same thing we just did, nothing changes. We know it all now. We're into our tricep pulses in 10 seconds. Palms face the ceiling. Here we go, 1 deep breath in 5, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Find that hinge position, bent knees. Pulsing, 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 higher, 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 keep them up. 3, 2, 1, reps, down and up. So now we get a full range of motion. We get to come a little further down than we did on those pulses, coming all the way to your legs. Squeezing the triceps, getting that height at the back of the move. This is the second last time that you will do these moves, and it's the last time you'll do them for this long. So get everything you can out of it. You've got 8 more seconds, then we're resting. In 5, 3, 2, 1, relax. Whew. 20 seconds, palms in, forward hold. You still have some time, roll those shoulders, breathe. And let me know, comment down below on this workout if you've done it. And let me know if you like this style of strength work, 3, 2, 1. Or you can send me an email or message on Patreon, private message if you prefer. Let me know if you prefer this style where it's like very strength focused, you get some rest and reps down and up. Or if you prefer when we add kind of like a cardio element to it and we're kind of constantly working, we're doing like a mix of strength and cardio. I like to switch it up. Sometimes this feels really good and I feel like it gives us an opportunity to get a little bit stronger, actually lift some heavier weights or focus more on the form, the range of motion, than when we know like a jumping jack or a burpee is coming next, and rest. But I do love a good sweat. I like to get the most out of those 45 minutes. And I feel like if we just jam it all in there, sometimes that makes us feel really good. It gets the endorphins running. So let me know what you like. Turn down curl to Y press. Set yourself up, shoulders down and back, palms forward, start and end by your butt. 3, 2, 1, turn down curl, Y press. Breathing through it. Don't hold on to that breath. Core tight, back straight. This is a 40-second interval, and then we take away the Y press and we just do our turned out curls in 20 seconds. Now just 15 seconds, getting closer and closer every single rep. Feeling the biceps, triceps, and shoulders. 8 more seconds, let's go. In 5, ooh, round 3 doesn't play. 3, 2, 1, just the turned out curls, let's go. Come on, keep moving through it. I'm getting onto that struggle bus. If you're not there, you know what I want you to do? I want you to up that weight. I want you to push that pace. 7, 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next up, hammer curl overhead, and then just the hammer curls, but you have some time, so just relax those arms. Lots of holding onto the waist today, so you can stretch out that grip strength, those forearms, those wrists if you need to. Shake it out, put those weights down while you can. Pick them back up in 3, 2, 1. Palms in, hammer curled overhead. So it's a nice, narrow kind of grip where we're keeping the dumbbells really close to the body. Here's some good news for you. We've been through 26 minutes of this workout, not including the 5 minutes of your warm-up. We only have 12 minutes to go, and that's including rest, okay? So we're in the home stretch. The majority of the workout is done. You did it. All you gotta do is finish. 10 seconds, then we take away that overhead press, just the hammer curl. In 5, 3, 2, 1, just the hammer curl, up and down. Squeeze those triceps at the bottom. No more shoulders, just biceps and triceps. This is a quick one, 20 seconds, you're already halfway through it. In 10 seconds, you're resting. In 7, in 5, in 3, 2, 1, and rest. Into your plank, tricep kickback, whatever side you want to start with. In 10 seconds, we're going to find that plank. We're going to lift from the pelvic floor into the spine, wrapping the obliques around like they're going to tap the belly button. Okay, get a nice flex like someone's going to punch you in the stomach. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So find that core connection first. Set yourself up in that plank before you pick up that weight. In 10 seconds, we're going to go right into the other side. This is the end for the triceps, not the end for the abs, though. 5, or the end from this round. 3, 2, 1, switch it. Right into the other side, no time to waste. If you are modifying with me, make sure those hips are in front of your knees. Feel that core. If you're on your toes, watch that hip rotation. Make sure both hip bones are facing the floor. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Next up, elevator plank. On your hands, we're gonna drop to the forearms, alternating the leading hand. You still have 10 seconds, so just stay here. Breathe, relax, let the belly go. Now, we're gonna set it up. So lift up from the pelvic floor into the spine, get that flex. Let's go, down and up. So as you set that core up, you let that breath out. And then you hold on to those abs for the duration of the interval, but you're still breathing through. 15 seconds down, 15 to go. You want to breathe out during the hardest part of the move. So as we're pressing back up, 3, 2, 1, rest. Kneeling wood choppers coming in hot. Find that weight, hold both sides. We're gonna pop one foot up in 10 seconds, 40 seconds on one side, then 40 seconds on the other. Got a little ring of sweat happening. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, tap it. Twist and press, intentional with that movement. Find the speed, and the range of motion that works for you. It's your body, your workout, your rules. How's that crunch at the bottom? Are you able to connect that dumbbell to the floor, right back by that knee? Feeling that crunch in your obliques. Way more than halfway through it. You've got 15 seconds, and we're right into the other side. You know the drill by now. No rest in between sides. 8 seconds. How many reps can we squeeze in the last 8 seconds? In 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Tap it. Twist and press. Find that same rhythm on this side. You want to have even abs, nice strong core, nice strong shoulders. 20 seconds down, 20 to go. You're crushing it. Too close to quit. This round is almost done, which means we never have to do these moves for this long again. In 7, in 3, 2, 1, rest into your Russian twists next. So find that comfy position on your butt. If you're gonna anchor your heels, You're gonna do that. If you're gonna lift off the floor, you can do that. Hold both sides of that weight. Get ready to lean back in 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Big twist, big rotation, squeezing the abs. Check on that core. Are you feeling it? Maybe you have to lean back a little further. Lifting up and in, wrapping those obliques, breathing through it. Home stretch, 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Weighted tabletop leg extensions coming in next. Take a nice deep breath. Find your position on your back. In 3, 2, 1. Up to tabletop, extend both legs at once. If you're doing the hardest version, closest to the floor is harder, up a little higher is easier. If you want to modify just a little bit, extend one leg at a time. But again, closer to the floor is harder, higher is easier. If you want to extend further, you're going to keep that knee bent, tap it to the floor. 15 seconds. In 7, in 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Catch your breath, shake it out. We've got a speed round coming up next. So here's how this is going to work. We are going to do back to back. So we are doing pretty much everything back to back. I believe, yeah, no rest at all. I thought we were maybe gonna rest between some transitions, but no. One move into the next. So, but the good news is everything is shorter, okay? So if things were 10 seconds, they're 5 seconds. If things were 30 seconds, they're 20 seconds. You know, you get the idea. So starting with our palms up, tricep kickbacks in 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Super quick, so we gotta be quick too. 3, 2, 1, let's see our reps. Down and up, full reps. Once we get through this round, we are done. We're stretching, that's it. 7 more seconds here. Then our palms forward, holding our palms in. 3, 2, 1, forward raise, hold, palms in. Shoulder height, you got it. 3, 2, 1, down and up. Let's see those reps. Last chance for those shoulders, for those triceps, for those biceps, for those abs, okay? So we gotta make it work. In 10 seconds, turned out curl Y press. Let's sculpt those arms. 5 more seconds, you're doing great. 3, 2, 1, turned out curl Y press. Palms forward, start and end behind the body. Our Y press is wider than our overhead press. We did 40 seconds of this in the first 3 rounds. This one is only 30 seconds. You're already halfway through it. In 15 seconds, we take away the Y press. We just do the turned out curl. In 10. Breathe. We've got 7. In 5, 3, 2, 1, just the turned out curl. Only 15 seconds here, but then we're right into our hammer curl to overhead press. In 7, in 5, 3, 2, 1, hammer curled overhead. Don't forget about those triceps at the bottom. Ooh, talk about a burnout. Tough to get through this, but we are so close. Moving on to core soon. 15 more seconds here, then just 15 seconds of hammer curls. In 10, keep squeezing those reps in. 1 rep, then another. In 5, 3, 2, 1, just the hammer curl. Let's go, let's go. In 10 seconds, right down onto the floor, into your plank position, tricep kickbacks. 1 arm starts. In 5, 3, 2, one. Let's go. Set up that core, even though we're going nice and quick, transitioning from one move to the next. Form first, speed second. 3, 2, 1. Let's switch sides. Armpit straight back. 5 more seconds. Then our elevator plank in 3, 2, 1. Put that weight down, down and up, right into your elevator plank. If you're starting to lose that core connection, I want you to take a breath. I want you to reset. Down and up. In 10 seconds, we're going into our kneeling wood chopper. So we need our one heavy dumbbell. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. One knee down, one foot up. So close to the finish line. We did these moves for 40 seconds. These are only 30 seconds. We've already done 15 of it on this side. In 15 seconds, right into the other side. Now just 10 seconds. In 7, in 5, 3, 2, 1. Switch it. Let's go, other side. Down to the floor. Twist and press. In 20 seconds, onto your butt, either anchoring the heels or lifting the legs off for your Russian twist, holding both sides of the same dumbbell, just like we are. 10 more seconds here. You got it. We're gonna finish strong. 5 more seconds, just a minute to go. 3, 2, 1. Let's get those Russian twists. No rest. Right into it. Find that spot where you're leaning back, where even if we weren't twisting, even if we weren't holding a weight, you would still feel that core. 10 seconds, then onto your back, weighted tabletop leg extension, straight, one leg, bent, whatever you need. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Both legs at once if you can, one leg at a time. You want to make it a little bit easier. Keep that bent leg if you want to keep it easier from there. And rest. Good job. Whew. Let's stretch. Let's stay on our back. And we'll cross one leg, both legs straight. Take one knee bent and just gently pull it to the opposite side. Oh, reaching and looking away from it. So you might be able to take it a little bit further. My baby's in my way, apparently over on this left side. 3, 2, 1, switch sides. Oh yeah, that feels a lot easier without a fetus there. 12 more seconds, sink into it, breathe. We want to feel the stretch in your back, that nice twist, and then in your glutes. 5 seconds, and we'll go all the way over to our stomach in 3, 2, 1. Let's do cobra. So up on your stomach, drop the hips, look up at the ceiling, feel that stretch in your abs, make sure the shoulders are down and back, you've got a nice long neck. Feeling your low back and your core stretch out. Stay there for 5 more seconds, then we'll go into child's pose in 3, 2, 1. Push it back, relax into child's pose. So I'm kind of like spreading my knees apart a little bit so I can sit back and really feel my hips start to stretch out. I'm pressing my hands actively into the floor so I can feel my upper back in between my shoulder blades. I love this stretch if that spot is tight for you. Maybe if you work at a computer. 3, 2, 1. Let's come up to all fours. Reach under to the opposite side. See if you can drop your shoulder right into the floor, feeling that stretch in your shoulder, your back, a little bit of that oblique even. Take a deep breath, and then in 5 seconds, we'll do the other side. 3, 2, 1. Come back up to all fours. Reach under to the other side. So I'm like totally chilling, head on the floor, back of my shoulder connected with the floor, feeling that stretch, shoulder, back, oblique. Stay there for 7 more seconds. Then we'll stretch out our triceps in 5, 3, 2, 1. You can sit however you are comfy. Grab that elbow behind your head. Gentle pull until you can feel the triceps start to loosen up, all those pulses, all those kickbacks, all those turned out curls, hammer curls, stretch it out. In 3, 2, 1, switch sides. Nice gentle pull on the other side. Find that stretch. Stay there for another deep breath. In 3, 2, 1, relax. We are done. Thank you so much for sweating with me. I will see you in the next one.